Family, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring you another video. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a timeless reading. You could also use this as a manifestation reading. All you need to do is claim this energy as your own. If you'd like to work with me on spiritual advice, twin flame stuff, astrology readings, and more, my information is in the description below. And if you'd like to book a free consult, my Calendly link is in the description below. Um, I get my information from God and from the Holy Spirit. I don't use any cards or anything. Um, Keep in mind, we all have masculine and feminine energies in our bodies. So masculine can be feminine, feminine can be masculine. Use those terms as they make sense in your situation. All right, y'all. Um, Let me get into this reading. So, um, also, angel numbers have been coming more um, as usual lately. And so, I want to talk about an angel number, and I think I want to talk about 1111 because that's one of the numbers. But there's been ones, twos, threes, fours, and fives, and then 11, 11, 12, 12, and 16, 16. So I think last time I went over 16, 16. So I'm going to go over 11, 11. And then we'll see where I go from there. But so, and then also want to talk a little bit about Mercury in retrograde, and then um, talk about what's been going on with the Divine Masculine and you collective. Um, So Mercury in retrograde, the way that it's been affecting interactions and relationships in the world, I would say I'll just say that part of it and then try to fold it into um, the divine masculine. So Mercury retrograde has been causing some stuff with like people arguing, having disagreements, fighting. But for some people, like I've been talking about, um, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, they seem to thrive when Mercury is in retrograde, which is interesting. So, it's been a good thing. And for them and then for others as well, for some Mercury has been helping out, but some people have had issues with like I said, communication breaking up, like arguing when it's strange, like they usually don't argue or fight. Um, some will not make it, some will reconcile in this Mercury in retrograde. Um, There's also been issues with travel. People have been wanting to travel and haven't had the chance to. Others have, you know, had flight delays or cancellations or things like that. Others have had issues with their vehicles, issues with phones, computers, um, tablets, technology, feeling like they're not understanding things the way they usually do, not as sharp as they would be normally. Um, a lot of stuff is going on with Mercury and computer issues, systems going down. Like I said, leaders rising, leaders falling, foundations crumbling, and new ones being built, and so on. News being hidden and then later revealed. Some people may have issues with learning, with teaching, and others may be thriving with those things. So, um, there's a lot of things going on lately. So it's just a matter of seeing, you know, how Mercury is affecting us, and then working with the energy. I would say so if you don't have to travel as much, it may not be the best time to travel right now. Or if you know that some things, issues might be going on, stay at home sometime. If you feel like you could get into arguments or fights, maybe not talking to everyone under the sun and just kind of doing some quiet reflection, looking over your books, figuring out what you can do um, to balance your budget or make sure that you're not overspending or you're investing in the things that make sense to you. Um, this might be a good time for some of you to collaborate, and you and the divine masculine might be working together collective to do a business or come up with a business idea. And it seems like maybe you're both more receptive to working together with others, to collaborating. Something may have changed in your relationship. It might have gotten to a better place. For some of you, you have multiple options in relationships, and I think for some of you, with this change, maybe what's come is a new type of relationship that both of you are in alignment with more. But it may be, if you went to, yes, let's just be friends, you may eventually become more than that, but you may be building up to it. And it might be that um, you may have moved from friends to something else, and both of you may be better at that. You just have to see. Um, but it might be that you don't want to be friends, and neither do they. I think it just may be the thing that's acceptable right now, but the wheels might be turning. They're like, no, I don't think that that's a good idea. So I'm gonna figure out how to get closer to the collective so I could get out of the friend zone. Um, I think both of you are trying to figure out what's the best way to move forward. There might be, though, a lot of opportunities coming up, like I told you, with business. Um, Money falling into your lap in different ways, like a windfall of money coming your way. You might win the lottery. Um, there might be a lot of opportunities, promotions, or your own business, or more clients, or just more ways that you can make money, and it seems like it's promising. You might have proposed a deal, or someone else might have proposed a deal, but the two of you, or some of you, might be working together with your divine counterpart collective. Um, so it could be something exciting, and it could be something that, you know, brings you together. And they might be like, okay, well, it's going to be this way. And then when you start working together, they're like, okay, we're breaking the rules and whatever. Like I said, you might be business partners and turn into something more. Um, and you might be something, you might be a romantic couple turning into business partners and collaborating and building things together. They know, collective, that you are an amazing person. Your energy is unmatched, and theirs is too. They know that the two of you are perfect together. They know that you're so loving, kind, gentle, sweet, giving, caring, all these things. Your energy is so abundant, and together with you, they've already made more than they ever made with anyone else. And they're trying to figure out how do I get back together with the collective, because they're not sure what to say or what to do, but they know that they want to be in your life in some ways. They have to be. And you probably feel the same way about them. So you might, for others, like I said, you might have a new love. You might have multiple options in love. Maybe getting a proposal. You may be getting someone saying they want to move the relationship to something different. So it might be changing, but you might be getting a honeymoon. You might be traveling together. You might be going to see each other. You might have a date or some kind of meeting or something that turns into a date. You just have to see. Um, but some exciting things could be coming your way. So stay tuned. Um, Now, I said I was going to talk about 1111. So 1111 could be telling you to wake up. Um, you could be manifesting in a very powerful way. Your thoughts could be manifesting your reality really fast. So be mindful again about the things that you're thinking on, because those things could come super fast to you. Um, Focus on what you really intend. Um, there could be growth for you, new beginnings. Um, for love, whatever the love is that you have in your life could be exceptionally promising. Um, could be a lot of significant developments in your love life. Um, your twin flame or soulmate could be closer than you believe. Could also bring you together with someone who matches your vibration. Um, Existing relationships could become deeper, could become more intimate. Communication is really important. Like I was saying with Mercury in retrograde, you want to work extra hard to make sure that you are doing what you need to do. Um, as far as being understood, so try to make sure that you're being understood with communication. And that means, as you can see, this is a struggle because Mercury is in retrograde. I told you it was. So, what I mean is, you might have to make sure that if you're sending a message to someone, for instance, that all the words are spelled correctly and all that. Make sure that um, your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. Make sure all the right words are in there. Um, Make sure that the message gets across the way you want it to. If you're speaking, you might have some struggles and you might have to just take your time and make sure that you're communicating the way you're intending to, or that when the other person is saying something that you understand them, because the other person might have a unique way of communicating with you. You might be like, what do they mean? Just ask the question. Um, there may be new beginnings for you. It could feel scary, but continue to go forward. Trust your intuition, trust your spirit, trust your gut, trust that God has given you the right information that you need. Um, Again, be mindful of what you're thinking about, because your thoughts right now are very powerful in creating this 3D, pulling it into reality, or pulling the things that you want into 3D. Um, for the twin flame, again, um, 1111. could say that your twin flame is coming soon or that they're already here. And it may mean that that number might come up when you're encountering your twin flame. And the God may be organizing this meetup between you and your twin flame. You can be marrying each other right now. Again, continue to work on your stuff, each individually and together, working on your mission so that you can accomplish what you're supposed to accomplish. Um, Continue to just take your time, reflect on things. If I would say doing your visualization work is going to make you even more powerful and also healing you even more, doing the work that you need to do, and things will come to you on a spiritual level, and you will continue to grow on a spiritual level. All right, y'all. So, I didn't want to make the video too long. Thank you so much for joining me as always. Um, Happy lightning fast manifesting. Continue to glow up. Continue to watch, read, and listen to things that lift you up. Continue to um, work on surrounding yourself with people that want you to win, an energy that lifts everyone up. Continue to work on growing your spiritual gifts, abilities, and powers. And I'll talk to y'all again soon. All right. Love y'all. Bye for now.